Hello there, my name is Grayman, and in today's video I'm going to teach you the present perfect tense. Let's start. So when we say present, that means it has either is, are, or or it has either have or has, either one. That's when we say present generally. Perfect, it should have or has, and progressive, as we said before, means continuous, and continuous should have ing. Okay, now let's look at how should we form the present perfect tense. How should we form it? We need a subject here, and the subject could be I, could be we, could be you, or could be they, or could be she, or he, or it. Plus, we're going to add something here. We say, for instance, I have, you have, they have, or she has, he has, or it has. Plus what? Have been. Have been. I have been. Plus what? Plus verb. And we put do as a verb. Could be do, could be any verb. But this is the infinitive of the verb. Plus ing, as I said here, to show the progressive. And we're going to look at some examples. And by the way, this tense is one of the tenses that are easy to understand and are easy to use at the same time. So we say, for instance, I have been doing or working or teaching. Okay, what does it express? The present perfect tense expresses an event that started to happen. If we look at this, this is the timeline. This is the future, this is the past, and this is the present here, present. Okay, where does it fall, or where does it start? It starts sometimes here, in this area, the area of the past. And it is still going on, still continue, still going on. It comes into the present, and maybe is going to continue in the future. That's why we say present perfect progressive. It happens in the past, it's continuing, and until now, and it might continue in the future. We use for, is, or ever since with the present perfect progressive. I have a video, by the way, a separate video about both since and for. If you didn't watch it, you can watch it and then come and watch this after, because to understand how to use for and since is very important. But still, I'm going to talk about them here briefly. For example, I'm going to write this together with you. I have plus what? I have been okay, teaching, teach here, teaching in this classroom. I have been teaching in this classroom, or I can say I have been living in this city. I have been living in this classroom I've been teaching in this classroom for, let's say, 6 months. 6 months, okay? Okay, again, I have been teaching in this classroom for, teaching in this classroom. I didn't write that one, but you should understand it. For 6 months. So why did I use for? Because I have number here. I could say, I have been teaching in this classroom since. Since, then I have to have a point of time or a date. Since last December. Since last December. Okay, so that's how to use since and for. And as I said earlier, you may watch the video. Let's look at this here. I'm going to, together, you and I are going to make a sentence using ever since. I started the sentence here, he. What are we going to add here? He, here. He has been, not been. It is, he has been. He has been doing what? On the wall ever since. He has been okay, we need ing, drawing. He has been drawing on the wall ever since he left high school, for example. Ever since he left high school, he's been drawing on the wall, okay? Another point is very important for the present perfect tense. I have a video, by the way, for present perfect simple, and this is the present perfect continuous. So there's similarity, and in some situation you could use either the present perfect progressive or the present perfect simple. Let's look at it. I could say, I have lived, I have been living in this house for 10 years. Let's look at this. I've been living in this house for 10 years. You can make the contract. You could say, I've been. Instead of saying, I have been, you could say, I've been. I've been here. I've been living in this house for 10 years. Is this present perfect continuous or is it present perfect simple? This is present perfect continuous because it has ing. Let's express the situation or this state in a different manner. I have not been. I need to write present perfect simple. I have lived in this house for 10 years. Some situation, as I said, you could use either present perfect progressive, as here, I've been living in this house for 10 years. Or you could say, I have lived here, present perfect, in this house for 10 years. So either one is just quite correct. They're perfect, either one. In some situations, let's look at this one. This, if you wanted to make a question, in some situation, I'm sorry, I just have to complete the thought that came in my mind. In some situation, the present perfect progressive could express an action that's happening at the moment. For example, you're climbing a mountain and there's a person who's climbing a mountain on the way to the peak or the top of the mountain. He would say to you, I have been climbing for 20 minutes. Is he still climbing? Yes. But because he started and he's still doing the same action and he will continue to go up. So he said, I have been climbing, and he's still climbing, for 20 minutes. It happened in the past, continue till now, and it will continue till he gets to the peak or she gets to the peaks of the mountain. Let's come to the last point. By the way, if you like my video, give me a thumb up, subscribe, and activate the bell to get the new videos. Tom, here, this is the question. Has Tom. Why do we use has for a question? Because Tom, and Tom is he. Has Tom been, what should we add here? Present perfect progressive or present perfect continuous. Has Tom been picking? Has Tom been picking fruits from my trees again? That means he did pick up fruits from my trees in the past, and he's still doing that right now. So the action happened in the past year, it still continue, and it might continue. That's why the question is, has Tom been picking fruits from my trees again? It becomes like a habit, something that's been done over and over and over. Can we make another question? Let's do it together. Here, have the boys been picking? Have the boys, have here. Why do we use have? Because we use have here. We got it here. So have the boys been picking fruits from my trees again? Like the boys would come around my house and pick the fruits now for 20 years. They've been doing that every season whenever I get fruits in my trees. So I would ask, have the boys been picking fruits from my trees again? My name is Grayman, and if you like this video, give me a thumb up, subscribe, activate the bell to get the new videos. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.